All right, I came on your show, Colin, earlier today on the Herd and talked about this, and I just want to clarify again. Racism is an issue in America. It's a real issue, and it has real negative impact, particularly on poor people. LeBron James just experienced some disrespect. But what impact does it really have on him? Feelings may be hurt. I don't know. He wasn't there. This is a second home. I think the analogy to Emmett Till is ridiculous. Emmett Till lost his life brutally in the 1950s over nothing. And to somehow, my mind went there because in my $20 million second home in Brentwood, someone spray painted something that my staff cleaned up within hours and the police investigated, I'm sure. It's not analogous to Emmett Till. LeBron, to me here, is embracing his victimhood. It's a mistake. What happened to him was disrespectful. But again, this is not the racism that needs to be stamped out in America. This is an inconvenience for LeBron.
To me, it would have been easy for LeBron to pass on it. And this is where, in the media, we're very critical of athletes who don't embrace social issues. Even Michael Jordan, the most popular athlete. The easy thing for LeBron here to say to me would be, you know, I'm not going to talk about it. He went out, he talked about it. Now, I would admit on social media, obviously, he's going to get incredible support primarily. We all know the game. But in this instance, if we want stars to be stars and we want him to talk on social issues, it affected him directly. Should he not talk about it? I think
his staff cleaned it up within minutes.
Well,
what was the impact?
I mean, LeBron is the impact. You don't know what the impact could be.
Is he
the sentiment behind spray painting the N-word on somebody's garage could lead to something worse. And LeBron James has children, all right, a 12-year-old son and maybe a 9 or 10-year-old son. He's also thinking about other incidents, Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice,
poor people.
Terrence Crutch,
poor
or not, Henry Louis Gates on his own porch, a Harvard professor accosted by a policeman. Hold on, let me finish. I mean, pointing out obstacles and facts is not embracing. Is not embracing. That's an obstacle. It's an obstacle white people in America don't have to deal with.
They never and their houses never get vandalized. They never hear disrespectful things to them.
When pointing out facts is not embracing victimhood, LeBron James clearly does not think of himself.
Man just said,
can I finish?
Yes, you can. And it is still my show, Chris.
I don't care whose show it is.
I do.
I'm on the set.
It's still my show. You can't filibuster the whole conversation.
You cut me off every 6 words because I don't agree with you. You start by saying racism exists, but then every time a black person brings up racism, you shoot it down.
Because again, someone spray painting something on a millionaire's home.
He's not a victim in that situation?
Hell no.
He was victimized?
Well, it's nothing, Chris. In the grand scheme. And to analogize it to Emmett Till is a joke.
Well, I think what LeBron was doing was speaking general for the people. He wasn't saying to myself, I have it hard, I have it difficult.
No matter how rich you are, no matter how much.
Right, but in general, he may have screwed his words up, but in general, I think he was talking about the people. I think he was speaking for the people. I think he brought up Till for everybody who don't know, who has not had that information or seen the pictures of it, to go Google it. Go check out how bad it has been over the years. I think that's what he's doing, using his platform for you guys to reminisce on this is a harsh word. This is a harsh situation. This is bad in America. And that's all he was doing. He wasn't saying that, you know, this is going to punish my family, it's going to punish me.
By the way,
he was just
LeBron did not have a script. You know, we do this in the media. I've had it happen.
He had no script when he's dropping Emmett Till, and we just heard Charlamagne the God. There's a script being played from by everybody in terms of social media. I get to speculate.
Okay, first of all, he came out there and he just talked extemporaneously. He's a pro athlete. I'm a broadcaster. I should be able to do that. He's got other things in his mind, like the biggest finals in the last 20 years, first of all. Second of all, when kids are involved, it's different. I think I'm fairly rational.
Kids were in Cleveland.
It doesn't matter. If you have kids, you always feel threatened.
The people didn't know, that spray painting didn't know where his kids were.
I'm not objective about kids. With my kids, I'm ridiculous.
Well, let me just say this. I used to be a black kid.
Yeah.
And I've had some things said to me, very racist and inappropriate. My parents, 100% black, ain't no question about it. There was no, oh my God, Jason, we gotta stop. Someone called you the N-word, and let's see how you dealt with it and felt about it. It wasn't that big of a deal. If someone denies you an opportunity, you can't go to school here, you can't have this, you can't have that. That is the impact of racism.
Okay,
LeBron was inconvenienced, and racism affects the poor, the very wealthy, and for him to sit here and say, no matter where you are, it's tough being black. It ain't tough being LeBron James.
Let me show you
it ain't tough
example.
being Oprah Winfrey.
A Princeton study done a few years ago by a professor at the university showed that white people and black people with the same credentials, clean record, going in for a job or applying for a job, whites are more than 2 times more likely to get a call back for the job. Secondly, when white men with a felony with a felony on their record. Can I finish?
Yeah.
White men with a felony on their record get calls back for jobs as much as a black college graduate with a clean record.
What are we debating?
So, hold on, black college graduates, all of them aren't poor. Some of them are educated and come from money, and they still don't get called back more than a white felon. So don't tell me it's just about poor people.
Chris, people face unfairness in this world.
Nobody's saying
No. People face unfairness in this world. The wealthy have regardless of color, have a far better chance of overcoming whatever unfairness happens to them than people that are not wealthy. This man getting spray painted on his front door that he never saw, his staff cleaned up, it's an inconvenience. It's not racism. It's not being denied a job.
It is racism.
He
they didn't spray paint jerk on his door.
He can speak out and say, you know what? This was terrible. Whoever these individuals were, it was stupid. But the people that really are impacted by this are the poor people who face discrimination.
That's why I think he was speaking for them. I don't think he was, like you're saying, so inconvenienced and he never saw it.
He immediately thought of Emmett Till.
So
that's a joke.
who are you to say that that's wrong?
I don't know. We're on a show. I get to say what I think.
If he
you get
really
to say it's
felt
right,
that
I
way,
get to say it's wrong.
If he really felt that, why? Look, when Jews talk about the Holocaust, or when Americans talk about ISIS and feeling a threat from the Middle East, do we say that's embracing victimhood?
That's different than spray paint, Chris.
He's talking about more than
ISIS.
spray paint. He's talked about Trayvon Martin. He talked about
In this
Tamir
statement
Rice.
here, when?
I'm talking about this dude has been speaking out for years
We're talking about this.
social injustice.
Let me ask this. What should he have said?
What I just said. This is bad what happened. The people that did it are stupid. But let's be real here. I have a great life. The people that are poor, because again, he's not some victim.
He's not saying he's a victim. He's saying
his life ain't tough.
Saying black people have it tough in this country.
He said black people have it tough. And
poor
his
people
degree,
have it tough in this country.
Like you said, Oprah and LeBron, Oprah and LeBron have it difficult in their type of situations. Like around people with status and money are there. There's still somebody else that may come up and say something bad about Oprah or LeBron.
Let's do this. Let's ask LeBron, Oprah, me, Chris, you. Is there some poor white person that we would trade places with?
No.
I wouldn't trade places with anybody.
There's no poor white person any of us would trade places with. And again, you can remove race. There's no poor person.
Period.
I just read you from a Princeton study, one of our best universities.
You're not going to trade places with them. You're not.